Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to Kenny's Movie Palace for your review section. I got a ton of movies that I've sat and watched over the last couple days, and I just wanted to give you my thoughts on them. So, without any further ado, I will get to it. First one, I just picked this up from my last video. I watched this on, I believe it was Paramount Plus. And it was one that I had never seen before, because usually with the Ben Affleck ones, he kind of runs a little hot and cold with me. But this movie right here is excellent. I cannot wait to watch the sequel that's now on Amazon Prime. I think The Accountant's on Amazon Prime, not Paramount Plus. I'm not really sure. But I was really thrilled to watch this again. And this was really good. I'm a big fan of Jon Bernthal, the Punisher, as you guys know. And I love Anna Kendrick. And this is a great cast. Ben Affleck, Jon Bernthal, Anna Kendrick, Jeffrey Tambor, J.K. Simmons, John Lithgow is in this also. I gave this 4 out of 5 Whoppers. I was really, really impressed by this. And Affleck is playing such a very good part in this movie. He's not the normal Ben Affleck that you see in every movie. He's very good in this. He plays a accountant that has Asperger's, a sign of autism. So I really, really, really enjoyed this one. And like I said, Affleck was really good in this movie. Next one up, I had seen these when it came out in the 90s, but I hadn't seen this in a long time. And this is Species 2. I watched this on Tubi, and it was good enough that I wanted to have a physical copy of it. And man, some of the acting in this, especially by Michael Madsen and Marg Helgenberg from CSI. What the hell was it? CSI Vegas, the first CSI with Grissom. Always go with your first instinct. But I gave this one 3.5 Whoppers out of 5. I really enjoyed this. It's stupid, dumb fun. The effects were a little bit dated, but this movie's almost 30 years old, so I really liked it. Now I have to watch 3. I have 3 in one of my friends gave me Species 3, but I have to get Species 4, and that's like really super expensive. Next one up is, I'm a big Steve McQueen fan, and this is Tom Horn. It's based on a true story about the old. I'll give you a synopsis of it. The saga of Tom Horn is a real-life enforcer of the Old West days, held a particular fascination with another legend, Hollywood icon Steve McQueen. Started and executive produced what would be his next to last movie. His last movie was called The Hunter. That was a really good one, too. An exciting recreation of Horn's latter-day, turn of the century West, where gentler ways unsupplanted the law of the gun. Richard Farnsworth is in this, Slim Pickens, and a young Linda Evans is in this one, too. I gave this 4 out of 5 Whoppers, too. I really enjoyed this. I'll give you this, I have not seen a bad Steve McQueen movie. So, I was really excited to watch this. So, Tom Horn, if you get a chance, I think the only way that you can get it is off of the eBay, and I picked this off of eBay a couple years ago before I moved to Philly. Next one up, this was a dollar store gem, and I just picked it up and I wanted to see it. I seen it like laying in the stack, and I'm like, you know what? With this cast, it'll be pretty good. It is pretty good. It's shocking. It's okay. It's not bad. I mean, don't read the reviews on this. He This all takes place in 1978. Okay, and Travolta, not Saturday Night Fever Travolta, he plays an ex of Texas football star who goes back to his hometown in Texas to solve a crime, and Morgan Freeman is he owns the town, he owns the cops, he owns everybody, and there's a really strong cast in this too. You got let me see if I can read it. Travolta, Morgan Freeman, Famke Janssen's very good. I'm a big Famke Janssen fan. Ella Blue Travolta is in this, his daughter. He plays one of the girls in this. Brendan Fraser's in this. Robert Patrick's in this from Terminator. This is don't sleep on this movie. I gave it 3 out of 5. It's not going to blow you away. It's just and the thing that I didn't like about it was how Travolta was with the narrative. He basically talked over the scenes, so he was the narrator for it too. But I liked it. I gave it 3 out of 5. There's to sit down with him. But yeah, I enjoyed this one. Another one, and this is one that I picked up years ago, and this was Kill Shot with Mickey Rourke and Diane Lane. I'm a sucker for Diane Lane, as you could tell with Six Pack. But this was also, and this back in the day was a Blockbuster exclusive. So, and I like this also because on the disc, it has the Blockbuster exclusives on it with the case. So I'm nostalgic for that stuff. So I always will pick up stuff like this. So, but this movie was pretty good. I gave this 3 out of 5 Whoppers too. Mickey Rourke's not too much in it. Hal Holbrook's in it for a scene before he gets killed. Spoiler alert. But it was a good, one-time watch. I'm only keeping it in because I like the nostalgia of the Blockbuster case. But hey, if it was a rainy Saturday, I'd put it on again. It wasn't bad. And like I said, Mickey Rourke's not in it that long. Another one that I used to rent in the 80s, and this is called He Said, She Said with Elizabeth Perkins. What they are is they grew up together. They're former lovers that were working at a newspaper when they were both interns and stuff. And then they got the job to work on air together, and they had a segment on there, basically He Said, She Said, that turned into a phenomenon in the newspapers. And then they got a CNN job where it was basically that. And it's basically, he's a lecherous, womanizer and stuff. And she just basically laughs at him for all the lecherous stuff that he does. But it's a good rom-com. It didn't hold up as much as I thought it would be. But again, this was 40 years ago. So, a lot of the jokes were would fall flat with kids today because they didn't really understand what we had in the 80s. So, yeah, I gave this 3 out of 5. I'd watch it again. It was good. I had been wanting to get this for a long time, and so I'm really happy I picked this one up. Next one up, part of my my Nicolas Cage collection, Seeking Justice. If you guys have this in your collection, man, check this one out. I gave this 4 out of 5 Whoppers. This was really, really damn good. And it's done by Roger Donaldson, too. He's a real huge director. I can't remember what he directed right now, but this movie is really good, and January Jones is in it. I think she made this when she was during the height of Mad Men. But man, this is really good. He is a English teacher who goes to play chess with the black guy from Lost. I always forget his name, and I apologize about that. Harold Perrineau. But he goes. He's the principal of the school, and Nick Cage is the English teacher, and he goes to play chess with her one night. Well, she is a concert pianist, something that has to do with the opera or something like that. or Broadway, and she goes and she's coming home to meet them at the bar where the wives and the couples meet for dinner and stuff. Well, she never shows up. Well, he gets a call that unfortunately she's been attacked and she's been raped and stuff. And in the waiting room, he is like distraught and and this guy comes out of nowhere, and it's Guy Pearce, and he basically goes, "We can do something for it. We can get revenge for you." So he goes, "What do I, like the Nicolas Cage? What do I do? What do I do? I'm just an English teacher." That's my. Thank you, everybody. No applause. Sit down. That was my Nick Cage impersonation in this movie. So basically, he's a mysterious guy, and he just comes back, and basically he's accused of murder. So I will leave you there. But this is a really good movie. Don't sleep on this one. If you guys, I know all my friends collect the Nick Cage movies. Seek this one out. Get it? Seek this one out. Seeking Justice. So yeah. Sorry it's late, and I've been up a long time. Now this one I remember when this came out, and this was right after she did Bachelor Party with Tom Hanks, and I watched Bachelor Party every day for a year, basically. And this one was, keep it, The Perils of Gwendolyn with Tony Katane. Okay, this was I got for a while back on the eBay. I'll just put that there so I don't have to hold my finger. This did not hold up as well as I thought it was. This movie was fucking terrible, to tell you the truth. But I like Tony Katane, so I gave this 2 out of 5. It just didn't hold up a lot. What is this? Severin. Severin has a special feature on here, so it does have the French Oui magazine that Tony Katane did explicit pictures in there. So that photo gallery was pretty good. So if you like Tony Katane like I like Tony Katane, you'll watch this terrible, awful movie. But hey, when I was 13, I thought this was great. All right. Not so much now. Next one. This one was really great, and I gave this one 4 out of 5 whoppers. The Muse with Albert Brooks. Look at that cast. Andy MacDowell, Sharon Stone. This movie is just so funny. Oh, Jeff Bridges is in this too. But this movie is, if you like Albert Brooks's humor, you'll like this one. I think that this was one of Sharon Stone's best movies next to Casino. But I really, really enjoyed that one. Next one. Now, I just finished watching this before I did the videos. And man, we rented the hell out of this. This was right back in the early to mid 80s when in America you had Scarecrow and Mrs. King. The Romancing the Stone, the Jewel of the Nile movies were out. And this is called American Dreamer with Jo Beth Williams and Tom Conti. Tom Conti was basically what Hugh Grant was in the 90s. He was in every damn British comedy back then. And Jo Beth Williams had just came from, was she in Poltergeist? I don't remember. But I know she was in a movie called Teachers with Nick Nolte. Afterwards, but yeah, Jo Beth Williams is great in this. Basically, what happens is she wins. She's a housewife, and she's addicted to the romance novels. And basically, she wins a writing contest, and she wins a week trip to Paris because she's always wanted to go to Paris. Well, her husband's an asshole, and he doesn't want to go with her, so she goes by herself. Well, she gets out because the driver that they gave her to take pictures and stuff like that kept on, as soon as she would raise her camera up to take pictures, he would start driving away. So she finally gets fed up and gets out of the car. Well, the very next car, what happens is there's a woman and a man driving, and the woman hits her, and she gets knocked out, and she gets amnesia. Well, she actually thinks she's the character in this, and it is, what is it? I can't remember. Rebecca Ryan, that's it. Rebecca Ryan. I was going to say Ryan. And she's basically like, the heroine in all these Harlequin books and stuff like that. So she actually thinks she's the person. Well, they get caught in this like mystery web with a whole bunch of like CIA people and stuff, and it's a really funny. It reminded me of Jewel Romancing the Stone, which came out a year earlier, I believe, than this, or it might have been made at the same time because this was done in '84. But this is a really funny. I gave this 4.5 out of 5 Whoppers. I really, really enjoyed this. And the chemistry with Jo Beth Williams and Tom Conti was great. So I really recommended that one. Next one. This one, not so much. This is a review with Jon Voight and Keenen Ivory Wayans. This is when he left In Living Color. And he wanted to be an action star because he just started he did one movie with Seagal called Glimmerman, and then he went out on his own and did this movie. It's 2 out of 5 Whoppers. It's not gonna save your life or hinder your life, but it's a fun what it is movie, So I enjoyed it. So next one up. The Getaway. This is a 1994 remake of the classic Steve McQueen, Ali MacGraw movie. And same as back then, Ali MacGraw and Steve McQueen were an item. She actually left her husband to get with Steve McQueen. And basically during this, I remember reading when I was at work on my break, I would take the National Enquirers and just like read all the National Enquirers and the Stars and stuff. And I remember during the filming of this, Alec Baldwin had such a huge ego, and same with Basinger, and they were like really toxic and a very, really toxic couple. And the movie was a hit, but some of the stories that had came out after it were like incredible. Like, like how you hear like with Howard Stern, like if he comes out of a room, you can't look at him or anything like that. So, but as a movie, I gave this 3.5 out of 5. I really enjoyed it. If you like the first one, it follows the same format as the first one, but there's a charm with Steve McQueen that there isn't with Alec Baldwin, and I like Alec Baldwin. But after watching the Steve McQueen performance, I wish they would have put the Steve McQueen version in here. I do have The Getaway, but if you watch this as double bill, you'll go, the Steve McQueen version just wipes this out of the park. But 3.5 out of 5 is nothing to sneeze at. And like I said, I was really happy to revisit this one again because I own this one on VHS. Another one that was a happy rewatch was Fletch Lives. I don't know why a lot of people hate this movie. I thought this movie was funny. Not as funny as the first one, mind you, okay? But this one was still good. I gave this 3 out of 5 Whoppers. I really enjoyed it. I had fun with it. This scene was very funny. But, yeah, I don't know. Maybe because of Chevy Chase being an asshole that, like, a lot of people just don't like him, or forget about how funny he was. But I enjoyed this one. All right, next one up. This one unfortunately sucked. Izzy and Mo. I am a huge Jackie Gleason fan. I am a huge Honeymooners fan. And this movie just fell flat for me. I gave it 2 out of 5. This was a 1985 TV movie where basically they were... the Honeymooners were just getting like really huge, like on cable again for a new generation, like my generation, the Gen X generation, because they were always on, I know in New York they were on WPIX Channel 11, but they had just started rerunning them on Nickelodeon at Nick at Night. So they would have like one, because there's only, so many episodes, I think 39, right? Classic 39. So they would have, it would be on at 11 o'clock every weekday night, and they would rerun them because there's, like I said, there's only so many that you could do. But this movie just fell flat. They were just a nostalgic, they were like a team, like in the old days, like before. God, it was on the tip of my tongue. Prohibition. Good Lord, vaudeville. Come on, Ken. They were two vaudeville during Prohibition, and basically, Izzy needs money, and basically he just like blackmails Mo to go and do this because he's not doing well health wise, and he wanted to leave his kids some money. It just fell flat for me. I just did not like this one at all. It's only 86 minutes or something like that, but it felt longer than that. And Carney looked like really so uninterested in this movie. So I was like really, really upset that this wasn't good. Now, I can't say that this one wasn't good. This one was probably the best movie I watched out of all of them. And this is Koch with Walter Matthau. I had been looking for this for a long time. And when the man had this on his show, I think people didn't know what the hell it was. This movie is so good. And, oh man, I can't let... What we do here in America with the elderly, I think, is criminal. We don't respect them enough. And like you see, like in Japanese culture and stuff, respect your elders and stuff like that. And basically, like the elderly in China are like very much revered. Basically, when you get to a certain age here in America, they just want to put you in a home and just forget about you, And basically, this man right here, Kochmer. I want to get the guy's name. Joseph Kochner. That's his name. And basically, he's a salesman, traveling salesman, who just can't do it. He just can't do it anymore. So he's living with his wife and wife. He's living with his son's wife and their newborn kid. Well, he adores the newborn. He adores the toddler. He just like anything he wants to do with the baby and stuff. And the wife is like really jealous because the kid will go to him more than the mom. So she basically puts out an ultimatum that tells the son, we got to put him in an old age home, basically, because he's just driving me crazy and he's just taking over, This story is so good. I won't tell you anymore, but this movie, if you guys can get a hold of this, it's not on any streaming services. I think you can rent it on the Amazon for $1.99, but it'll be $2 well worth it. This movie is so good. This was Jack Lemmon's only movie he'd ever directed. The daughter-in-law in this is Jack Lemmon's wife, and Walter Matthau's goddaughter. So basically, everybody in this movie had something to do with either one of them. I did read something that Jack's kids were in the background at the playground, but in the pool and stuff, and Jack Lemmon's son's in it, his daughter's in it. His wife, of course, is in it. And I believe Walter Matthau's son, Charlie, is in the scene where at the school, not credited. But this was just so well done. I know I'm stuttering all over the place, but this movie is really good. I gave this 5 out of 5. I love this movie. I'd watch it again in a second. wow. This was, and he plays an old man in this. Lemon, I mean Walter Matthau. When he made this, he just got done doing the Odd Couple with Jack Lemmon, and he was nominated for an Oscar for this. This was done in 71, and the primary making was in 70. So when Odd Couple was released in 68 and 69, so it was like a year or two after the Odd Couple got done. But he was only 50 when he made this, and it was basically like a telling of a man that was like in his 70s. But man, I'm sorry, I'm not coming across really smart with this, but I really like this movie a lot, and it's got a lot of things that you see nowadays too with the public and stuff. So really like that one. Next one up. I got this because I had seen Mr. Dan's poster of this man in there, and it's Excessive Force with Thomas Ian Griffith. I've seen him in other movies, but he never really stood out to me. And this is basically what you want from your 90s, action movie, karate, all this shit in this. Man, what a cast in this too. Tony Todd's in this. Charlotte Lewis is in this. James Earl Jones is in this. He plays a jazz bar owner, and he wants James Earl Jones wants him basically to quit the force because he plays piano very nicely, and he plays piano a couple times in this. And Lance Hendrickson's in this also. That was the big fish in this. This movie is awesome. I gave this 4.5 out of 5. I loved every second of this. It's, if you like the the action comedies. If you like the action like the Van Damme, Stallone, this is so good. This is really good. I highly recommend this one. So thank you, Mr. Dan, for showing your poster, because I would have never picked this one up had your poster not been on there. So, thanks, Dan. All right. Got 2 left. This one was a staple in the early days of HBO. And this is The Incredible Shrinking Woman with Lily Tomlin's in this. Charles Grodin's in this. You got your basically an ensemble people from the 70s and 80s are in this. A couple people from... Henry Thomas is in it. Not Henry Thomas. Henry Gibson from Laughing's in it. Basically, she's a housewife. Comes home, and Charles Grodin's an executive, and there's the glue that you'll be singing the jingle in your head, and with the chemicals of the Ned Beatty's in this too. He plays Charles Grodin's boss. And sorry, I'm trying to rethink because I watched this early this morning. And basically, the chemicals in this are causing her to shrink. So she goes to the doctor and she goes, "This morning I was 5'7", but now I'm 5'5". Are you sure?" And the doctor goes and checks and goes, "Yeah." So each day, like, her bracelets start slipping. Charles Grodin, are you trying a new diet? Because like everything's falling off of her and stuff. Well, before you know it, she's like really tiny, miniature. And the part that I couldn't stand in this was Lily Tomlin playing different characters in it. Like, her next door neighbor was a pain in my ass. I could not stand the next door neighbor, who basically was selling like Avon. It was under a different name, but it was basically like Avon. But I did not like this. I gave it 2 out of 5. It was only an hour and 28 minutes, but man, it just seemed like a long movie. And I laughed at a couple things on it, but I just didn't really care for this. So this will be like a one-time watch for me. I just didn't like it. I like the I like the sets in it because I forget which one it was. I think it was this one. That I think this one was with Mr. Mom set. Had the Mr. Mom set with the in the kitchen. So that's Incredible Shrinking Woman. And the last one that I had just got done watching before I did these videos, and that is Presumed Innocent with Harrison Ford, Bonnie Bedelia. God, I loved her. Who else is in this? Paul Winfield, Greta Scacchi is in it, and this is a Raul Julia, Brian Dennehy. Like I said, it had the two guys from West Wing in it. Had Bradley Whitford. Why do I say Dilfer all the time? Bradley Whitford and John Spencer is in this, and it's based on a Scott Turow book. I read the Scott Turow book when it first came out. I liked it. This came out in 90, so it's been 35 years since I've seen the movie or read the book. But I really liked this movie. I thought it was really cool. It might have, if they could have trimmed it up for a half an hour, because it is 2 hours and 5 minutes. And I really, really enjoyed this movie. He plays an attorney who's another attorney gets killed, and what comes out is he had an affair with that girl, Greta Scacchi, and basically it just like they review everything with like flashbacks and everything. But a really good courtroom. I wish they would bring these movies back again, because there's too much shit out there that they don't make good movies anymore. I wish they would get a hold of some books that are popular and do some of them, recreating them. But yeah, if you guys haven't seen this one, I really like this one. I think, did I say 4.5 or 4? I don't remember. But I really recommend this one. And this is one that I had to rent it, but it's been 35 years since I've seen it. So it was a nice revisit. So that's it. That's all the movies I've watched this week so far. Tell me if you've seen any of them. Have you seen Seeking Truth? Seeking Justice, Kill Shot, Poison. Don't sleep on that one. The Poison Rose. Tom Horn's a really good one too. But tell me if you've seen any of these ones. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to watch my videos all the time and leaving comments. Leave the comments, because I do read everybody's comments and get back to you. So thanks, everybody. Have a great day. Stay cool. Drink a lot of water. And I'll see you on the next one. Be nice to each other. Bye-bye.